When I tell you this room took over a year, I'm not exaggerating in the least. I never thought we were going to finish it.
For this tale, we're going to roll back the clock to last winter, when we realized the only one using this room was a certain puppy. We cleared it out and prepped the walls. What better way to spend a snowy day indoors and warm? I love painting. It's so relaxing. And with that, we had a fresh new space for 2024. Now to fill the room. I wanted a corner desk, and I found this beauty, $50. $50. However, it was 1.5 hours away. My husband did briefly ask, "This desk?" And when I enthusiastically said, "Yes, this desk," he happily agreed, and we made a little road trip of it. And there my little office sat, waiting for my return as we jetted off away from the cold. To Modernism Week in Palm Springs, where I quickly realized why I loved that desk so much. Touring these fab spaces was inspiring. This little couch gave me an idea for my room. And look what I found. Pretty close, right? I also found this geometric rug. New, shockingly, I know. And I really think it kind of has the same feel, don't you? As warmer weather returned, I visited an artist friend who took me to one of her favorite places, Golden Nugget Flea Market. My eye gravitates to pink, and I thought I saw... Is that? No. Bark cloth? Not the traditional kind, which is non-woven and beautiful in its own way, but this was the groovy mid-century colorful kind. I steadied myself for the price of this remnant piece, knowing what they go for. Bark cloth was primarily used in interior design from the 30s to the 60s. What makes it bark cloth is the nubby, dense weave. I really want this one. Anyway, I gingerly inquired about the fabric, which was selling for $20, but there wasn't much there. It was perfect. I would find a use for it. Spring did indeed arrive, and with it, a trip to urgent care. While I recuperated, my husband helped me with my vision for using this fabric, which was to create a cornice that could be painted to look just like the fabric. The real fabric would hang in panels on each side of the cornice. I placed the two cornices under the fabric the way I liked the pattern. Then I placed tracing paper on top of that. Marking the edges first, I began to patiently trace. On the opposite side of the tracing paper, I rubbed charcoal in the pattern. Then, matching the edges, I traced the design on the cornice. Matching the paint colors to the fabric was going to be a little tricky. I prepped some test sheets of Bristol board with the base color and let that dry. Next, I started mixing with a base of craft paint, to which I added gouache. If you'd like to do a project like this, I'd suggest saving your takeout containers. The first batch came out way too thin, so more gouache.
The gentle April rain that stained the window panes last night is all but gone, but lingers on in scented clouds of air. We watch the town awaken to the trembling morning lights. You're so near and spring is everywhere. We danced until the stars came out and spread across the sky. The wee small hours of morning all went by and day is here. We won't give up our dancing, and across the floor we fly. When you are near, spring is in the air. I hold you so close, I think you must hear my heart tingle. We're hand in hand.
Hey, Alex, you can see the beginning of the eclipse.
Yeah? Do you want to see? Do you want to see the beginning of this?
That looks great.
This was such a fun process. But I was glad to be done. Sewing is not my strong suit, but I know enough to know I needed a straight edge. Using my tweezers, I attacked the fabric until I won. Then I pressed and measured and measured and measured and cut. Doing the same thing with the muslin lining. Once the seams were pressed into place, I pinned, and then I checked it one more time.
Foresaw it like. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
So you want this overhanging like this?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm thinking about both sides.
Yeah.
This.
You know what I can do is I just put
Once that was complete, time to figure out the rest of the room. That was the last of the work on the room for a while because I got a full-time summer job at a fort. We had a busy summer, and I've made a couple of videos about it. Subscribe if you'd like.
My husband refers to this room as the Manifest Destiny room because I've taken over another space in our house. My idea was to turn this into a media room. So all the tech stuff is in one space and all the maker stuff is in the other space. So we come in here, it's quiet, we do our tech stuff, and it also serves as a guest room. That was the goal.
And just like that, it was winter and the holidays once again. Mixing old paint from the garage, I did my best to match the fabric one more time. This tape has been on there for a year. Since this is where I'm editing my videos, I decided to hang the starlets I painted above my computer. From left to right, that's Joan, Audrey, and Betty.
Moment of truth. Will this work? Dang it.
I also hung work by some of my favorite artists. The last thing I hung should have been the first. These twinkle lights are my favorite. Cord management is not my favorite. I love this space and the stories it tells, and will help me tell in the future. My heart is full of gratitude for this quiet, happy little spot.
Did you see that? Spilled them everywhere.
Twyla and I both want to extend a heartfelt thank you for watching, and tune in for more.